New evidence of long-term volcanic and seismic risks in northern Europe. This is a recent discovery. This is an article by University of California, Los Angeles. An ancient European volcanic region may pose both a greater long-term volcanic risk and seismic risk to northwestern Europe than scientists had realized, geophysicists report in a study in the Geophysical Journal International. The scientists are not predicting that a volcanic eruption or earthquake is imminent in the densely populated area, which is in the Eifel region of Germany. We know that there's a supervolcano there, and covers parts of Belgium, Netherlands, France, and Luxembourg. But the study revealed activity that is uncommon for the region. Paul Davis, a UCLA research professor of geophysics and the senior author of the study, said, "Our findings suggest this region is an active volcanic system and much more seismically active than many of the faults in Europe between the Eifel volcanic region and the Alps." Davis and his co-authors report subtle, unusual movements in the surface of the Earth, from which they conclude the Eifel volcanic region remains seismically active. The region has a long history of volcanic activity, but it has been dormant for a long time. Scientists think the last volcanic eruption was there about 11,000 years ago. The geophysicists report that the land surface in that region is inflating. That means that there's magma movement underneath and is stretching apart, both of which are unusual in Europe. Now, we know that we've had a tremendous amount of mid-sized earthquakes lately around from northern Greece, northern Italy, and up to northern Albania, and they're about 4.5, 5 magnitude earthquakes. Now, I'm looking at Seismo Berkeley, and 3 days ago, on the 17th of July, we had a Slovenia earthquake of 4 magnitude, which is just south of Germany, of the Alps, just south of the Alps. That's just one example. And we've had a tremendous amount of earthquakes. Another one, 4.5 today in Greece, in the volcanic arc there. But the Slovenia earthquake is just one example, 17th of July, magnitude 4. And going back to the article. Now, geophysicists report that there's an uplifting and stretching apart, unusual activity in Europe there. Although the uplift is only a fraction of an inch every year, it is significant in geological terms, according to what Davis explains. The geophysicists analyzed global positioning system data, GPS data from across Western Europe that show subtle movements in the Earth's surface that enabled them to map out how the ground is moving vertically and horizontally as the Earth's crust is pushed, stretched, and sheared. The dome-like uplift they observed suggests that those movements are generated by a rising subsurface mantle plume, which occurs when extremely hot rocks in the Earth's mantle become buoyant and rising up, sending extremely hot materials into the Earth's surface, causing the deformation and volcanic activity, of course. The mantle is the geological layer of rock between the Earth's crust and the outer core. Now, the study's lead author, Courtney Creamer, is a research professor at the University of Nevada, Reno's Nevada Bureau of Mines and Geology. He said many scientists had assumed that volcanic activity in the Germany area of Eifel was a thing of the past, but the studies indicate that that no longer seems to be the case. He said it seems clear that something is brewing underneath the heart of northwest Europe. The Eifel volcano region houses many ancient volcanoes, features including circular lakes known as the Mars, the circular lakes that a lot of people take vacations around. There are various hotels, here, for example, here, this area, the laacher area of the Eifel area, the caldera, this is a caldera of the volcano, and people go boating on there and they take their vacations on there. They never even realize that this is a volcanic crater. So, the regions, remnants of volcanic eruptions, such as the one that created Laacher Sea, this is what we're seeing here, the largest lake in the area. The explosion that created Laacher Sea is believed to have occurred about 13,000 years ago, with an explosive power similar to that of the spectacular 1991 Mount Pinatubo eruption in the Philippines. The researchers plan to continue monitoring the area using a variety of geophysical and geochemical techniques to better understand potential risks. The research was supported by the Royal Dutch Academy of Sciences, the United States Geological Survey USGS, the National Earthquake Hazard Reduction Program, and also NASA. This is from University of California, Los Angeles, and it's on Science Daily, July 9th article. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.